Oh Lord. Tide ho. Oh Lord. Ho tide. Lord. Oh
Tide.
my. Wait a minute. Oh Lord.
Hey guys,
Hello.
how's it going?
It's going fine. I feel like I'm speaking for you guys who's
You do that.
listening.
I don't know what it is. It's that wig.
Okay, and it's a great one though. It's a
I don't
great
know about
one.
all
You
that,
should
but thank
change
you for,
yours. How about that?
it's okay.
How about
Sometimes it's
that?
okay to lie to ourselves, you know?
Well, I don't know about that. I don't do
Yes, you do.
that. That's
I
something
know
that
about
the
that because I see
Texas
you do it
girls
all the time,
do.
girl. You do it all the time.
Don't do that. Don't know her. Don't know
She does
her.
it all the time.
Mm-mm.
She does it
Never met her
24
before.
and then the 7.
Absolutely.
Wig. Hey
Well,
guys,
let's get into this because we'll be
I,
all day.
I am oh Lord.
And I'm tied home.
We will be all
And
day,
this is
girl.
still true.
We will actually be all
Are we
day.
all
Yes, this is
okay?
a
Let's
video
get
show.
to it.
Yeah. We're trying to be time sensitive, you guys, because last one we was like, girl, it
We
was an
said that
hour.
last time. We
We
better
did.
see. Look, we can explain. They're gonna make something. Okay, well, let's tell them what the show is so we can move
Oh yeah,
on.
yeah. This is part two of that. What's the what's in your bag series kind of set up. And last time you remember I was telling you
Mhm.
about that. So this time we wanted to do music.
Oh yes,
So we're gonna keep it to a limit of 3. I know I was
yes, three
overzealous last
albums.
time. So we're gonna do 3.
Mm-hmm.
And
We,
hopefully we'll have fun. Well, we'll have fun. Y'all better have fun.
yeah, we will.
That's all this
We
got to
will.
be.
Are you gonna name the categories so we can go through them?
Oh yeah, sure, yeah, yeah. I'll name one, then you name the other, and we'll keep going with that.
Okay, so this is our timeless album. So
Yes.
it's definitely something that we grew up on
Mm-hmm.
way before we turned 18.
Uh huh.
We're still young. We're still young. We're still
I'm
young.
actually still very much 21 now. Thank you. Thank
Uh,
you.
okay, all right, girl.
But
She's paying me to agree. She's paying me to agree,
okay,
you
girl, no,
guys.
no. Let's not do that.
Okay, let's hear it. What is your album? I really want to hear
Okay.
it.
Now let's just say this, you guys. I was struggling to figure this out because I was like, girl, I know I have something, but I'm not sure what I have right now. So I
Mhm.
was kind of looking and looking and looking, and I found the album. And the
Okay,
album
let me
that
see
is
if I
my
got it on.
timeless album that I still listen to this day is Loose by Nelly Furtado.
Oh yes! Oh my goodness, such a
It
classic.
is.
This is
It is.
such a
It is.
blues was a classic. I actually
It.
purchased that album. By
Oh,
the way.
I actually haven't yet, but I will. I know that's one of those
I
albums
purchased
that
it.
I, huh?
I said I purchased that.
Oh, I would
Yes,
definitely.
yes.
I remember. Okay, so let me go ahead and break this down for you guys. Now, this is what happened with this album. When I was younger, we used to go to the library and rent CDs. We used to rent DVDs. We used to rent books, comic books, all those things.
Ditto.
Yeah. And so we went. So we went.
This before streaming service was a
This is
thing.
literally,
Let's be clear.
literally, literally. Uh,
No, but Rap City was out. Wasn't Rap City was out around that
I
time?
think so. Also, this was around. Wasn't this around the time that we had like those little CD? You used to walk with your CD. Your CD player.
Yeah, yeah. We
Yeah.
had those
Oh,
and all that.
absolutely.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
But but I actually remember. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. I actually remember that I heard one of the songs from the album years before, or a year before, or something of that nature, way before the album came out. It was called
Hmm.
So Afraid. And I remember I kept going to this person's account. It was on MySpace. That's how old this was. It was on MySpace, and I kept going to this man's account because he had it on there. And I would go there and I would listen to it multiple times a day. And I remember he took it down because I had sent him a message. I was like, "What song is this?" Because I cannot find it. I don't know where this song is from. Who sings this song? And I mean,
Hmm.
obviously it was Nelly, but I didn't know her like that at that time. I knew her
Mm-hmm.
because, Like a Bird, all those songs, but I didn't know her like that to just name drop. So I got the CD from the library. It was, I don't know, something compelled me that I needed to get it. So I got it. I put it in the car on the way home. I put it in with my dad and my sister, and all I know is the first song was "Afraid." And when I tell you I screamed, "That's the song! That's the song!" And they both looked at me like I was crazy, which I was acting very crazy. But I remember after that, I literally I literally played that album as many times as I could. And I still play the album as many times as I can because it's such an amazing album.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Well put together. Well put
Very well
together.
put together. Nelly,
So clearly, we know one of your top songs is "Afraid."
absolutely. Afraid. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Do It.
Mm-hmm.
Wait for You. All
Mm-hmm.
Good Things Come to an End.
Oh yes, one of
Man
my
Eater.
faves.
No High
Hmm.
Igual.
Girl, the whole album. Just
Say it right.
you,
Hold on.
you, you saying
Almost.
the whole
Just
album?
about.
It's that
Just
whole
about.
album.
Just about. Just about. Just about. I even love the Man Eater remix with Cancelled. Little Cancelled. 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 I even love that.
Who's canceled?
New Orleans. Little from New Orleans.
Oh, I didn't even know they had. I didn't know he was on here.
Yeah, he's on the
I didn't know
remix
Trey
of Man
was on
Eater.
here. No, oh no, I didn't. I didn't see that. I didn't have that one.
Oh,
I
I
didn't have
did.
that
I
album.
absolutely love that one. So yeah, it was just one of those like this is such an equality. Listen to my
It was
words.
groundbreaking. It
Quality.
really was.
She was
Well,
everything.
when I got the album, I didn't even thought it was gonna be that good. I
Mm-hmm.
was really like winging it because I was like, I don't really know Nelly Avatar like that, but I'm like, she put out the song with Promiscuous. This
Promiscuous Girl.
yes,
Oh, that was a cute song
and I'm
too.
like, if she able to do that and get me into the flow, let me see what's up. So I remember a long time that she did a performance with Missy Elliott, and I didn't even know who she was then because I didn't know about Fly Like a Bird and all that. I was really never really into that kind of in that genre of pop music or whatever case may be, a folktale music if that's what she does. So I was really, but I remember her doing that performance. It was a big deal because she did it a tribute to Aaliyah during that time. So I was like, who in the hell is Nelly? If I'm thinking that was around the same time. I didn't know who she was. So I was like, okay, okay. But then this song came out. It was like a big thing. I was like, oh my goodness, like, this has really got a beat. So I got her album. I was like, I'm winging it. And then at first I did not like the album. I was like, I do not like this. And then, one thing I used to do back in the day is when I wanted to get into albums that I just bought and I wasn't feeling the first time, I'll play the game. So I'll play like Smash or something like that. And I'm telling you, that album just lit me up. I was like, whoa, we got something here. We got something here. And I don't
That's
know, it's
exactly.
amazing. I
Very
mean,
much that.
all the songs, Oh Lord named, I love all of them. They're great. Just a great body of work. I mean, oh my goodness, it's really, really good. It's really, really good. And all the songs stand alone. It's amazing. So, anything else you want to conclude to this situation? You want to add to it?
No, that's it. It just was a quality album. I'm so proud of her for doing it. And it was just
Mm-hmm.
so much fun to enjoy. And it just was just amazing. I, to this day, still listen to all of those songs that I've mentioned, all
Mm-hmm.
of them. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, what's your timeless classic?
Okay, I definitely had to go back. I had to go back. I want to go back to the '90s, you guys. I really, really did. It's actually the album is by Destiny's Child. The Writings on the Wall. Um, Best album. The best album that they ever had. And it's one of my favorite. Of course, it has the top single, Bills, Bills, Jumpin' Jumpin', Say My Name,
It is a really
and Bugaboo.
quality album, though. That's a Destiny's Child is one of those top tier girl groups.
They
Them,
are. They
TLC,
really are.
In Vogue, 3LW at first. So it's like it's a lot of
Girl,
good quality girl groups that have stood that their music has stood the test of time. Yeah, but go
And
ahead. Sorry, girl.
definitely was the the girl. Come on, it was definitely girl power, and us gays love girl power. I don't know what it
Absolutely.
is. We love girl
I
power.
don't
It is
either, but
something
we
about
just it's just quality. We will forever stand a good little girl power moment. Listen, we stand the Spice Girls.
it.
I can tell
Mm-hmm.
you, I could not. I could. You could throw a rock at a gay and sing a Spice Girl song, and they'll try to finish it for you. Just saying. Don't throw a rock. Don't throw a rock at us.
We will. We
Yes.
will. And we get into it too. Oh, we be like, oh,
La
wait a
la
minute.
la la la
Hold on.
la la la.
It's one of those, you
Yeah.
gotta dance with it.
You
You got
do. You gotta
mm,
get a little. You
mm,
know.
one of those.
You
Oh
gotta
my
have fun.
goodness.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, girl. Go ahead.
But
Back to
I was introduced to this album by my sister. She actually was the first one that had it. So I listened to a little bit of it, of course, the singles and stuff like that. But once I purchased it on my own, I have gotten to all the music. First of all, I already knew most of the songs, just start to finish. They started off with talking about the commandments, and they went through the whole album talking about each commandment that they, like I said, they wanted to tell you the story of. Um, of course, the top songs, Bills, that's one of my favorites. Definitely that. Now That She's Gone is one of my favorites as well. Where Did You Go? That is definitely top tier, one of my songs. Number 9, Hey Ladies, come on. It's like, girl, why these men do us wrong and we still be holding on? He gotta go. Definitely Say My Name. Jumpin' was definitely one of my faves. The whole album was great. It was well put together. You can tell that they really did. And like I said, this was their second album. And for their second album, they really pushed it. Now, their first album wasn't good. I remember when I got that album, I was like, ooh, girl, no. But this was definitely my album. Every time I put this on, I think about my sister because she the one that introduced me to Destiny's Child, actually. So it was a great moment for us to bond and stuff like that. So every time I listen to this album, I always think about her because this was top tier for me, and
okay.
this was their best round of work.
It
Best
is.
round of work.
There.
Just gonna put it on. Which come, I love to go back to it. It's not always in my rotation on my playlist, but let me tell you something. When I get into it, when I'm cleaning up, I just press play. I'm
Wig.
like, I already know.
It's one
I
of those.
press play.
It's going to be one of those. You can tell that it's going to be one of those songs that you get older. This is your cleanup song when you play it, and your kids are like, we got to clean up today. It's one of those albums.
All right,
It's one of those.
like you on a road trip, you got a long drive, girl. Put it on.
You know.
Put it on. How long is it? How long is it? Put it on.
You
I'll
know.
be good. Okay, that is my album, you guys. So we're gonna go to the next one.
Oh, I have a thing with that. I actually like the album too.
Oh no, no, oh my bad.
No,
Oh,
girl, you're
girl,
good.
my
You're
bad.
good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. I did also love the album. It was fun. It was quality. You could tell that this was more so them just having fun musically. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that was that's one of the things I love about them as a group. And Beyonce as herself, Kelly as herself, Michelle as herself. It's just the fact that you can feel that there's a full on love for
And
music.
Latoya and Latavia and
Yeah,
Latavia.
them too. Also them. But
Had,
you can
had to put.
feel that there's a love for music. And that's one of the
Mm-hmm.
things that I really love. And I always, as a person, I know this is just me saying this myself personally, but I feel like as Beyonce grows as an artist, you can tell that every album becomes better and better because you can tell that she fully is proud of her work. The further in she gets to what she wants to do, basically. So it's like the last
Absolutely.
album we got, you could feel that she was happy with it because she was in control of her artistry, her sound, the music, the
Mm-hmm.
way things work. She was fully in control of that and she was happy. And that's what makes me happy about the music. And that's what makes me fully love it because it's about the joy that the artist gives you and that the artists give
Mm-hmm.
themselves when they do it. If it's good, let me say that. Let me preface it with this. If it's
That's it.
good,
So, do you have your top songs that you remember from it?
from the Writings on the Wall,
Yes.
I'm gonna say the top song was really "Jumpin' Jumpin'." That was
Oh,
really
girl.
top. That was that girl. So was Bugaboo though.
Oh,
Bugaboo was great. Bills, Bills,
I
Bills.
did love Bugaboo. Bugaboo was just so good.
We all loved it.
So what? You bought a pair of shoes. What? Now you guessing how
Oh,
old you? Girl, wait a minute.
I love
So
it.
what? My mama likes you. Bitch, yes. That is what we dealing with on the daily. Look, I don't give a damn. You bought me a pair of shoes, whatever. I don't care if my mom like you. I don't care if the Pope like you.
There you go.
It don't matter. Oh, bugging me.
I
Oh
love.
my goodness.
Also, can we talk about the have AOL make my emails stop?
Oh, girl, we. If we play that for the kids, they will be like, "What is a girl? Never
What
mind.
is
Just
a
go
beeper?
along with
What is a beeper?
what is
Oh
going
wait.
on."
My brain
Girl, I'm
literally, my brain literally thought about. Remember they had used to sell that candy, the beeper candy, where it was a
girl, girl, bitch. I'm talking about really on it. Like, girl, look,
and you used
a
to put it on.
beeper.
Oh, somebody beeping me.
I remember I had a beeper, girl. I think my uncle gave me his old beeper or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And I was just using that beeper and it wasn't on. And I was just like wearing it out. I was like, girl, I got my beeper on me.
Weird.
It's like, girl,
I
it's not
never.
on. You don't know that.
I was too poor for all of that, so I never got one. So yeah.
Girl, whatever. But you remember in the movie where they don't be a menace or whatever the case may be, when they had the beeper and the phone and they called them. If you got a cell phone, you don't need a beeper. That was another thing, I
Oh
guess. But I
yeah.
know it was a joking point.
I
But you,
actually remember in Living Single when they first introduced cell phones on Living Single. When Kyle Barker got a cell phone, that was a hot thing because at that time, the cell phones wasn't a thing at that time. So he was just like, "Girl,
Mhm.
look at this phone. I got a cell phone now. You can call me whenever." And they used to do the thing where you would have to program numbers into your phone, and it was a process to do it because you would have to make sure you put the names and all that. Now it's so quick; it's just boom, you got it.
Girl, what's your number?
You know, at that
What's
time,
your
it's like you
name?
got the
Kim.
number, but programming the name and the number was a process. It was a long
Mhm.
time.
Oh, girl, we better get on. We better get on, girl. We're running
Yeah,
it
you
up.
know how we do.
We're
We
running the time up. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so what is your? Oh, what are we doing now?
it meant a lot to us. Like, what's the album that means a lot to you? It's not like old album, but it's not new, but it's just one of those albums that it meant so much to you at that time because of a reason. So I'm gonna let you start. You
Okay.
go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, you go on next the next time first,
Okay.
okay?
Go right ahead.
I would say, of course, I have to put my queen on here because I wanted to do a Beyonce album for my timeless one, but I was like, you know what? Not gonna do that one. But she was still involved. See that?
Uh huh.
She was still involved. Of
She's still there.
course,
She was
my
still on your list.
timeless, not my timeless, my heart album is definitely Rihanna Unapologetic.
Okay.
That is one of my favorite Rihanna albums.
Now, why is this?
Now
What does this
listen.
album mean to you? Why is this on your meant a lot to me list?
Well, because the music, girl, the music was just amazing. It was just everything. I remember when this album first came out. First of all, I was shocked that she came out with the album. I was like, "What the hell? You just dropped Talk That Talk?" So I'm like, "Wait, another one?" I mean, because it's been a year, girl. And then she dropped the album. I didn't like the album. I did not like the album at first because I was like, "Oh, no, it's not really good." But then I finally fell in love. So once I fell in love, and then I was having complications in that relationship, then I remember I just started listening to the album because I used to drive to Dallas a lot. This is where the guy lived at. I used to drive there. And then that long commute to get there, I used to put the album on. And it was just amazing. I was like, oh, I finally got it. I finally got what she's saying in these songs because I fall in love with the wrong person, but I was understanding the struggles and stuff like that. So it's just like the album just go very deep. all the songs is placed so perfectly. It, it has attitude, it has just emotion everywhere. She had a story to tell, and I love that it was mixed with R&B, pop, a little reggae. It was just everything, and the album just just spoke. It just spoke. It spoke to me. It was everything. She did Fresh Off the Runway. Of course, she performed that on the Victoria's Secret show. She looked at amazing, great. Diamonds, top tier. Come on, win number one single. Hello, let's talk about. Can I even say it? But she performed that on Victoria's Secret, and she was amazing in that.
Uh-huh.
Love this song when it first came out. I didn't like the album at first, but I love this song.
Also,
Numb by
I love the
yes.
fact that she was a highlight when she performed it, and then next thing you know, she's the one taking over the fashion place. Because now people don't even care about
Okay,
Victoria's Secret
the
like that.
lingerie. She like, oh, I just want to do the show so I can just get some insight. Now I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna show you how to do it
Now
better.
let me show you how you should have did it. And I just
Exactly,
love
and
how inclusive the models are. I love how everything is beautiful, well made, gorgeous. My mom actually has, you guys, my mom has bought Savage Fenty because she was like, I love the
mm,
clothes. I love how everything looks. So she's bought underwear, bras. She has a onesie, the sleep onesie. When I
mm-hmm.
tell you she wears that onesie so much, and she's like, it's just perfect. It's comfortable. It's warm. It just feels good. And she said the bras and stuff, she's like, the bras are so amazing quality wise, and then they just fit comfortable. So she's like,
Mm-hmm.
everything is just so comfortable.
Inclusive.
Yeah,
I
it just,
think I think that's the point about it. Well, comfortable, yeah, definitely. I think it's just so inclusive,
it
at the
is.
end of the day. And I think that feels good. Victoria's Secret is more of a thing that you really something well for me not wearing, lingerie. I would think that's for like most of the skinny
It
girls.
is. My
It
mom
really
has
has
bought
like a
from them.
stereotype of what the person's supposed to look like.
My mom has actually bought from them, and she said they're not that comfortable. When she bought their underwear and stuff, she's like, it's not comfortable. It's not for, it doesn't feel like it has that touch of, she's like, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but it doesn't feel like it has that touch of, I want to also make sure that this is everyday wear so you're comfortable when you're wearing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't feel restricted, you don't feel, and that's what she's like. I love it because it's comfortable. Every time she wears it, she
Mm-hmm.
talks about how comfortable it is. So she's never like complaining about, oh, the straps hurt, oh, this hurts, oh, that. She's never like complaining about any of those things. She's just saying it's just amazing.
Hmm. And definitely to the point of, like I said, she got them moving in it. Like she got actual
Oh
dancers,
yeah, and I love
all
that.
different sizes, and to see how it moves and stuff like that. So, she's that girl. Oh, okay, we press for time. So, she got the of course, numb. What Eminem, whatever. Great song. Pour it up. Come on now.
Hmm.
Hello. Love song by Baby Daddy Future because he got so many kids.
Oh yeah.
Great song. Jump. Come on. Classics. Right now. Preaching David Guetta. Come on. A great. Come on. Come on. Come on. What now? Come on. Okay.
Stay.
Stay up. Come on now.
Yeah, I got you.
Come on.
I'm more a fan of Fresh Off the Runway, Stay, um, Pour It Up, Pour It Up especially, and Diamonds.
Mm,
I think what made me really love Pour It Up is that you could tell this was her.
yes.
Like, especially the video. The video was like, this is what I want to do. And I don't know if you remember at that time when she was doing Pour It Up, she actually had another video she was supposed to do. Remember?
What?
Yeah.
Really? What happened?
She had another video she was supposed to do, but I think what happened was it was creative differences. It was
With
creative
who?
differences with the director. I think it was
Well,
Pour
what
It Up.
song was I do? Because she did pour it up. What other song she was gonna drop?
No, no, no. It was Pour It Up that she wanted to do. She was gonna do Pour It Up already, like that was a plan. But what happened was, hold on. Basically, what happened was, the director for the original video, they had creative differences. He wanted to do something different. She didn't like it, and so
Mm.
basically, what happened was he decided to drop out, and so she had to do the video herself. So she had to do a
Mm.
whole video and what she wanted to do, basically. And I remember, because I remember what happened was he was saying something to her fans, and he was like, "I'm so sorry, you guys, that I can't do the video because of reasons or whatever like that." And she said, don't say nothing to my fans. Don't say nothing to my fans. The check cleared." So it was one of those.
Hmm. That's what you do, girl. Don't talk to us, honey, because we don't really want to hear it. It's whatever Riri says. Um, Definitely, like I said, and then I was just naming the list of the songs. Nobody's Business by that Brown boy. Uh,
Hmm.
Love Without Tragedy / Mother Mary. Come on, get it. I mean, get it over with. Get it over with. No Love Allowed and Lost in Paradise and Half of Me. And they all are top tier. They're all
This is a
top
great
tier.
album. It really
The
was.
one that spoke hard to me, I would say definitely Diamonds. Right now, of course, Stay, of course. Even Nobody's Business. I really love Nobody's Business, even though I don't like that boy.
I
And
know.
of course, Love Without Tragedy / Mother Mary. That song, when it comes on, it's just like something takes over me where I'm just like, girl, I have went to another dimension to sing this song. I don't know what it is about this song, but I went to a whole nother dimension. I am it's dark, it's a light. I am singing my heart out. You're gonna hear this. It's one of those, and it touched my soul every time I sing that. Of course, No Love Allowed. It's like, boy, No Love Allowed. Come on now. You gonna do all this extra shit? And Lost in Paradise, that is one of my favorite songs of her because you know what I want to do with this broken heart. What am I gonna do with it? Ugh. Oh golly, that got me through so much stuff. And remind you, I got out that relationship. I went through another relationship with somebody else, and that song was help. This whole album was still helping me. Like, oh, damn, this album helped me through a couple of relationships. So this will ever be to my heart. So do you have any other songs that you want to name drop on this album?
No, but I do want to clarify that yeah, it was that song. It was that video. And instead of saying that, she had said, "Well, then take your name off the check." Then, and then she said, "Keep my fans out of it." So she wanted him to know, listen, take your name off the check while you at it, since you don't want to do the video. And then said, "Leave my fans alone." But it was quality. I was fun. I loved every moment of that time. Rihanna, when she was on social media, it was,
Oh,
it was a
girl, she
little
did her thing.
reckless at the
I'm a
mouth,
fan. I'm like, girl, come on.
and was reckless at the mouth. Remember, okay,
What she
I know this isn't supposed to be funny. I know it's not funny, but it was real funny when she had dragged Karuchi.
What she said to her?
About Karuchi.
What she said?
She, you know, in the song Cake,
Oh, sweeter than the rice cake, girl.
and
I
she
was wondering why she
actually,
said that.
before that, she had took a picture of rice cakes in the bag, and she had put hoop earrings on it and tweeted that, and that was supposed to be directed at Karuchi because you know Karuchi wore hoop earrings a lot at that time.
Girl,
Girl,
Lord have mercy. Girl, I know the dick might have been good, but girl, goddamn, he is not. Chris Brown just don't act like he don't seem like he has a full, strong personality.
well,
Like I feel like his
we're not.
personality is just, it's a start and it ain't no finish.
We're
It's
not
just
going
started.
to
And it's just
that
like,
because
girl,
true. We're not gonna go into that because true. But
it's like going to a dead end. His person is like going to a dead end. It's like, girl, it ain't nothing now.
yeah.
It's just a dick. That's just what it is.
Well,
Cause I don't know what he got going on.
weird.
Shit, god damn.
Well,
Lord.
that's all I got to say about the Rihanna album. Is there anything you want to add on?
No, that is all. So what is your album? I really want to hear it. I'm so excited for it.
Well, you're not going to be when I tell you what it is.
Oh, Lord. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, damn.
It's
I want this friendship to last.
Broke with Expensive Taste by Azalea Banks.
Okay.
Okay, here's what happened. Now, when I was living on campus, this album,
Mhm.
I don't know what I was doing. I was in class. And I knew that the album was coming out. So I was just like, oh, I was hyped, girl. I was like, oh, the album's coming out. I'm hyped. I'm here. I'm ready. Drop it directly into my veins. Just do it. I'm ready. So I remember I was in class and I was living on campus in a whole like 2 or 3 hours away from home, basically. So it was just kind of like I was by myself. And I remember was in class and my teacher was just like, oh, why are y'all so, looking so downtrodden and sad and this and that? And girl, I was the only one happy and hype. And he was like, oh Lord, he's over there. He looks excited. He's happy. What's going on? Why are you excited? I was like, well, it's not for this. I'm not excited to be here. It's because one of my favorite artists is really releasing an album, and I'm just really hyped for that album. I was like, but I'm happy to be here too. I'm happy for both. Just both. It's for both.
Girl, we really.
Yes. And I had to soften the blow because I said it.
That's it. His mom, the word show us like, really.
I said it, and then I was like, but I'm also excited to be here. Both things at the same time. Yes. But anyways,
I mean, that's your first live today.
weird. But yeah, it was just one of those like for me, this album meant so much because this is like her first official album, and I really wanted her to win. And I really wanted to hear a body of work from her because I know all of her music that she's released beforehand. I was like, all of what you've done before this has been amazing. I've been living for every last song. So it was like, I'm ready to hear this. And I just remember it dropped. I remember I bought it and I was playing it on. At that time, we didn't have like, I think we did. No, we did have streaming services, but I wasn't using them like that, girl. I was just like, I just use, what I have on my phone. So I had bought it from Amazon Music, I think. I have to correct myself later, but we'll see. And I just remember putting it on my phone and walking day in and day out from school to my dorm room, from my dorm room to school, from from there to the little liquor store right across the street to get a little something, just a little hit of something, in my dorm room,
Mm.
schoolwork, in my dorm room doing homework, all of those things. I just remember listening to that album for a month plus straight. That was all I was listening to. And I want to say this, when I say this, I mean this. I mean it. I love literally every song on this album. Every song on this album. Every song. I listen to every song. I still listen to it to this day, actually. I'll listen to Ida Delilah, Desperado, Give Me a Chance, JFK, Wallace, BBD, Heavy Metal Reflective, Young Rapunzel, Ice Princess, Soda, Chasing Time, Luxury, New Beach a Go Go, Miss Amour, and Miss Camaraderie. I listen to every last song on this album to this day. That is how much this album meant to me because it was one of those, like, at that time I felt alone. And I don't know what it was in the song, but the song spoke to me and made me feel like I wasn't by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So it really meant a lot to me because I did feel alone at that time. I didn't have really any friends. I tried to make friends, but I didn't really have that closeness with the friendships that I tried to make. And
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't, like dating. I was trying to date, but it never felt like it panned out. And it felt like it was nobody. I just felt alone, basically. And so this album meant so much to me because it made me feel secure in myself, if that makes sense. I know it
Mm-hmm.
sounds like a lot, but it was just one of those
No,
albums
no,
that,
it makes sense.
yeah, it just was
It
one of
makes
those.
sense.
Like, I remember walking to classes and I'll play uh Ice Princess, and I just remember just, my walk improving. And so that
Girl, that walk been in charge.
and that was because I
Walk you got,
listened
girl.
to that. Ice Princess helped that walk. Ice Princess helped my walk.
Oh, yes, that walk in that video. Oh, that just, girl, here I go.
And that
This
was
is how
that.
a
It
queen
was that.
walk.
It was that. That's that song.
Mm,
So that
mm.
whole album meant so much to me, and I'm just, it means a lot to me still. I actually was talking to a guy at that time. It didn't go anywhere, but we actually did talk. And I remember he was like, when the album came out, he was like, "Did you listen to it?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I listened to it." He was like, "Is it good? Should I buy it?" It's like, "It's good. You should." And he said, "There's a couple songs on there that I've already heard that I've already purchased." So he's like, "I don't want to repurchase an entire album, and I'm getting certain songs. Well, I don't want to repurchase. I don't want to purchase an album, and I'm repurchasing some songs." And I was like,
If
"It's."
he's saying he bought it off iTunes, if that's what I think he's saying, he can just purchase the rest of the album.
Yeah, probably. But at that time, I didn't know that, girl. I don't care about all that.
Yeah, he could have purchased the rest of the album, unless he was trying to say he wanted to get a copy of
I
it.
think he
But
wanted to get a
other
copy, a
than that,
physical. I think he wanted to get a physical copy. I think.
oh, we're gonna get the physical copy then.
Yeah,
But
but
I know
it
when
was
he's saying you are the person, he'll just have to just rip the thing from the computer and put it on there.
true. But he was just, yeah. So it was just one of those moments. I had that, but I didn't really have anybody that I didn't really talk to him on a daily basis. It was more so like conversation here and there, and like I said, it just nothing panned out that year for me. So it was like that entire year when I started living on campus, I was alone. And this was all I had, basically, to make me feel good about myself, to make me feel like I'm not alone, basically. So it's just,
Yeah.
so, it meant a lot. And it still does. It's still, whenever I go back into it, I have warm feelings about that album because it did a lot for me as a person. So that's
Okay,
me.
well, I'm
What
here
about
now.
you?
You can drop the album.
Period. What about you? I know you love I think it's mostly just Ice Princess.
Just ice recently.
Yeah.
First of well, for one, I think when I was introduced to Azealia Banks,
It
it
was
was
a drama first.
Young Rapunzel. Yeah, because I think I seen that video. I was like, what the fuck is this? Because then it had a little kick. And I think because what she does with her music, she goes so many places
Mm-hmm.
with it. And I think that's a good thing. But at that time, I was like, wait, well, I'm really trying to find the rhythm and where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that, her as an artist taking you on a journey. And I think that's one
Yeah.
thing I respect about her. But that song is a whole song I only heard of her about her. But then she started talking about my girl Rihanna, and then that was it for me. I was like,
Yeah.
oh fuck this bitch. I was like, this bitch is talking about my girl. I'm like, bitch, I don't know nothing about you. Really, I really didn't. I only that one song. I'm like, you better leave my girl alone. So the only reason why I got into Ice Princess is my boyfriend, just like you. He's a Pisces, by the way. You Pisces, y'all really don't sing. And he loves that album that you're talking about. He's like, oh, I just love her. Oh my goodness, but I just don't like that mouth and her views and shit like that. But
Yeah.
she's like, her album is good. So he's obsessed with that album you're talking about. He's obsessed with it, just like you are. And I'm like, okay. And I remember we were doing the thing we used to do back in the day when we, first started dating and stuff like that. We used to watch music videos. So, I used to put music on. He'd put music on, and he put on Ice Princess. So I was like, okay, here you go. And then it started. And I was like, maybe, I don't know what it is with us black people, but when we hear a good rap song,
Oh yes. Especially that part once you start with that, I'm
I'm
so
so cold, I'm dripping icicles. I was like, okay, wait a minute. Let me see what you're talking about.
that
You
was
know, I
it.
love the
That's
concept of
when you
ice.
get into it. That's how she gets you.
It's just that couple verses, you like, wait a minute. Made your own money. You broke, honey. I said, oh, wait, I think she's talking about me. And they called me bank so I can loan money. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This girl is dropping bars. These are bars. You know, I didn't know what bars meant at
Oh no
first, but I was
no.
like,
Oh
these
no
are
no no.
bars now.
Let's talk about the to stand around me need to have your winter gear.
Oh yeah. I go pop on my flip on my freezer. I said, oh, wait a minute. Oh Lord. And like I said, and they call me Banks because I can loan money colder than December. My
Now that's
diamonds
on
on.
in the winter. That's it. That's all you
I
needed.
was like, this girl is crazy with this. I said, wait a minute. And then the video was everything. And that walk, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Now they got a lot of queens in the world, but ain't nothing like a black queen and that felt like a black queen.
It do.
That's what we want to see, honey. We
It
see a lot
do.
of white princesses and queens. We like, let me tell you something about black women. They are very strong. They are strong
They
with the
do it.
strongest.
I don't know what it is. What is
Strong.
it? What is it when a black woman just be like, boom? You know what I mean? Like, what is
Yes,
it about that?
she's
She's
not worried
like,
about what no man saying about
you're
her.
just like,
She is fully into
Yes.
herself.
Goosebumps.
Yes, it's
You see
something
that?
about that.
You see
A woman
that?
is taking
You see
control.
that? You
She
see
knows
that?
her worth.
Goosebumps.
It was everything. So when she did that walk, I was like, wait a minute, this walk, that hand up and down. I said, oh, this bitch has commanded the stage. She commanded my attention. So I was up in there and I was trying not to like the video because I'm done with that little bitch. I don't really like her talking about my girl Rihanna. I'm not over it. And I was like, well, this was a really good song. So, I waited till afterwards and I had listened to it on my own. I said, let me listen to it again because I probably didn't like the shit.
Weird.
And then I listened to it again and again and again. And it gotten so bad that I was listening to it. I learned the whole song. And I'm really not good fast of learning songs, especially rap songs. By the way, I'm like, it takes me a minute to get everything, but I got it. I was like, oh, I know the song now. And the next minute I noticed, I was like, I don't really know this song, girl. I just started singing. I said, oh, bitch, you know the whole song. You know it. It is a moment for you.
It is.
And then it reminds you, I used to do security. So that walk you talking about, I know. Because I used to do that walk at work and doing security. They're like, look at this gay ass security guard just doing it. I'm like, girl, I'm trying to get that walk like she ain't.
Yes.
Oh, but this is such an album. Not an album, a great song. So that is one to say. And I like the Young Rapunzel. I love that song too. That was really, really nice too. But I haven't really heard, and I heard another song of hers by You've Been Around the World Searching
Chasing
for
Time.
Don't you think I love me? Shining. I love that. No, it's that big.
Yes,
the
it
big
is.
bang, big
Ooh,
bang.
that video was horrible though. Oh, I hate that video. Because you know where she filmed it, right?
Don't you think? Oh, this one I was never.
You know where she
expecting.
filmed that video?
Where?
Trump Towers.
Where? Huh?
Trump Towers.
Okay. That's her. You just like, girl, just.
But it was good. That's a good song,
she's
though.
a Gemini, by the way, you guys. She's a Gemini, so you gotta understand. They are just.
Yeah. He's a Gemini too, though.
You be like, oh, I like it, and they be like, oh, here you go. She's just like my supervisor. I have a love-hate relationship because she be okay, and then she get on my nerves. And I'm like, girl, and I love her. And I'm like, you are getting on my nerves. You have went too far now. Now leave me the hell alone before I lose it. She be doing that, and I be letting her know. I'm like, you are getting on my nerves now. Cause I'll be trying to have respect for her because she is my supervisor, but it just be like many
notches. It's too much. Sometimes it's too much.
Yeah, I'm like, look. I remember one time she was panicking one time, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm trying to stay cool because I'm like, this is what she does. But she kept on doing it and remind you we were busy, and she kept doing it. And I said, you know what? Look, what's going on? Cause right now you're freaking me out. And if I need to move because you act like the place is about to blow up, I need to move the fuck around. But you need to calm down. Because if you don't calm down, I'm about to lose my shit and I can't work under that.
Right.
So I need you to calm down. I don't know if she have been taught, but the point is, I've been a supervisor before. If I panic, everyone else will panic. It's just like if you have kids, if you panic, the kids are gonna panic. That's just a thing. So don't panic. So I knew when I was at work, I knew I couldn't panic like that. I used to always like, let me figure this thing out, or whatever case may be. I had moments where I had to go in the cooler, or I had to go somewhere to say, hold on, let me get my thoughts together so I can lead them, or whatever case. They're like, what we're gonna do? What we're gonna do? I'm like, and I'll be like, boom. So that's why I like to come in early and know what the hell the shit was so I can be prepared before they get there. But that is a Gemini for you. Okay, you guys, we got to get to the next song. Next album.
All
okay,
right.
so this album is something currently we're listening to as well. So we're going to let you start it off because, you let me go last time first.
Okay, I guess we could. Ooh, girl, excuse me. I have a toss-up. I'm sorry, you guys. I have a toss-up. I'm going to try to run through it. I'll breeze through them quickly. All right, they're both EPs. One is Rina Sawayama's Rina. It's an EP. It was such a great EP. I really got into that. It came out a couple years ago, actually, but I got into it 2019 because I was taking that dance class. If you remember.
Oh yeah, who was it?
Rina Sawayama. She's the one that did that song Cherry, and I sent that to you, and you loved it. Hello?
Hold on, let me get it. Okay. I got it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's the one that did that. And I got you into that one. And it was like, this is such quality. I really heard Cherry first. And then I heard the Rina album. So that's one that I really love, all of that. It's such a pop. Like she said, she was really inspired by Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake. No, well, not Justin, NSYNC. She was inspired by that whole 90s era of pop music. And she wanted to emulate that, but still make it current. So when she did this, she was like doing a bunch of different songs. And it's like really cute. It's brief. It's like 8 songs. But all 8 songs are amazing. I love every last song on that one. It's Ordinary Superstar, Take Me As I Am, 10-20-40, which was about her taking antidepressants, I want to say. She was saying that it's like, it was about antidepressants and how she really felt it just was a lot, basically. It's a good song, though. Tunnel Vision's great. Time Out is fun. It's too short, but it's fun. Alter Life is great. Cyber Stockholm Syndrome, my girl. And Through the Wire. But it's a good little brief album, and it's a brief EP, and it's just fun. Do you know any of that? Any of what I mentioned?
I'm so sorry. I think the only one I listened to was Cherry.
Okay, this might be on my list.
I did get into this album, actually. I think I did, because, I'll be listening to my music, and I'll be trying to add playlists. Well, I don't try to do
I'm going to give that to you. So that'll be something you can listen to one day. There you go.
Well, I think I listened to this album. I really did. I think I listened to this album, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did.
Well, I'll make you listen to it just in case you didn't. That's all that is. And but it's quality. It's so much fun. It's really good. The other one is Bree Runway's 2000 and Forever. That came out last year, and it's just great. Excuse me. You know the song ATM.
Ooh, ATM.
That one.
Pushing my buttons again.
That one ain't shit. I love Little Nokia. I love the remix of Little Nokia with her name is just disappearing in my brain. Wig. What is that artist's name? What is her name? Oh my god. And I know the artist. Rico Nasty. There we go. Yeah, so it's such a fun. Both of them are kind of in the same reign of like they're inspired by a certain time period that is already passed. Like this 2000 and forever was inspired by the 2004s, that whole area of pop and artistry. And it's like a mixture of hip hop, grunge, pop. It's just fun. Fun.
And we stand fun. But I
It's
love
it's
that song.
yeah, I know. It's so good. And the
And
damn
I remember
Daniel is
you
so
asked me that
great.
I listened to it, and I was like, no, I think I did hear it, and I listened. I was like, oh, wait a
Mm.
minute.
I had to get you into
This is,
that. I had to get you
wait a
to it.
minute.
And then I love that she
Wait
was
a
like, I have Missy Elliott on the remix of ATM. I'm actually going to make that official, the official version of ATM. Sorry, you guys. As
minute.
much as I love the solo, she was like, as much as I love the solo version, it feels like she just was like, Missy's on the remix. This is the only version of ATM y'all are gonna get. So it's good
Mm-hmm.
quality. Both of them are so good.
Missy Elliott was the early 2000s.
Yeah, so it's like she had to, and she said, "I grew up on Missy," and to have Missy Elliott say, "Yes, I'll be on this album," done,
Missy always do, man.
done.
She's
That's all it
as a
takes.
cancer, just loving people. We
Okay, girl.
respect the artistry.
Okay, girl. But yeah, so those are the two Rina Sawayama's Rina and Bree Runway's 2000 and Forever. Both of them are so quality and fun and just such a great setup of music. Just chef's kiss. Just chef's kiss. That's all I got to say. All right, now you.
Okay, because we running real past time, you guys. We apologize, but you know what? We're
We're
still
trying.
working on it. We're a work in
We're
progress.
trying.
Maybe next year we might get it.
Oh, we'll try. We'll make it. We'll make it
We've been
happen.
consistent. We've been consistent.
We have.
We've been doing
We'll
that.
give you that.
Hey,
Boom. You can't talk about that.
boom. You're right.
Uh-huh.
One album that really shocked me, and I just couldn't believe. I don't know why I started listening to it. I think I started listening to it. I'm about to explain why. It's Harry Styles, Fine Line. And let me just tell you, it came back out in 2019. That's when I started listening to it. When Harry Styles came out, what he came out as,
Bisexual?
I wouldn't say it's bisexual. He said something else, but I think we'll just say he said he was bisexual. You can correct us in the comments or whatever case may be. Before as we know that he wasn't fully straight. That's what we knew. No, or whatever case may be. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I am interested to listen to him because I never knew, the One Direction could really sing that much like that. I know they always talk about Zayn and all that.
Yeah.
So,
I get it. I see why. But go ahead.
but this album, when I first put it on, the first song was Golden. When I first put the song on,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, this is gonna be an album.
Weird.
It gave me like Beatles, like 60s pop and 70s pop. It was just like a full great record.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing. And he can sing his ass off. I was like, he the voice behind this damn group, 1D. Jeez Louise.
Weird.
The album was amazing.
Okay.
The album was amazing. The videos was amazing. I really respect him as an artist because of this album. This album was everything. This album, let me say, this album is on the top tier of me getting a vinyl.
Okay, weird.
Okay. That's how good this album, and I want the vinyl. That's how good this album was to me. It was everything. Like, I love Harry Styles. I really love him. And I never thought I would love Harry Styles because everybody used to talk about him. It's like, girl, okay, Taylor Swift, old boyfriend or whatever case may be. Girl, ain't nobody worrying about him. And I was like, wait a minute, he has something to say. And honey, when I say he said it on this album, just great. I think the only issue I probably have is he's Aquarius, but
I thought he was a Cancer.
No, he's an Aquarius. He's born February the 1st.
Who is it that's... Oh, what's his name? Different person. Okay, you got it. You good. My bad.
Who is the Cancer?
What's his name? You were talking about what's his name? Ollie.
Who? Ollie?
Yes.
Oh, Ollie. Yeah, Ollie is. Yes. So, like all the songs are great. I love them, but I'm gonna go through my top tier favorites, but they're still all good. I listen to all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be clear. Golden is one because, like I said, this was my introduction to this album, and when I, like I said, heard that part of this, I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. Lights Up, definitely top tier. Adore You, oh my goodness, and that video was amazing. By the way, Lights Up was good as well, and he did a video for Golden. But Adore You, it really took me a minute to realize like what the hell is going on with this fish. But it really, like I said, once you listen to the song and like I said, really get into the song, you'll know what it means. So I even want to spoil that. I want y'all to look at it and figure it out because it is really, really good. Definitely Sunflower. Treat people with kindness, and you know that's my top tier thing of treating people with kindness. And it's like the whole album was a great body of work. It was something so different. You can really tell that he really got into this album. He really put his heart and soul. And this is actually his second album. The first album I try to listen to is not on the hype as this second album. He really did his thing.
Mm-hmm.
I stand by this album. I'll put this on anytime and really get into it because it was definitely a strong moment for me. And it really shocked me, you know, because I was like, oh, look, I'm about to listen to Harrison. I was like, come on, like, you know, that I would never thought, like me talking to my younger self would have been like, girl, you are not listening to him.
Same.
And I was like,
I never thought I would do that either.
This album was great. I'm so proud of him. I'm really, really proud of him. I feel like he deserved a Grammy. If he was to win a Grammy over a black person, I'll be like, oh, I'd be like,
oh, at least
well,
let's keep this to yourself. Keep that thought to yourself.
But that album is top. He needs a Grammy. Like I would want him to have a Grammy for this.
Well, we'll see.
Album.
We'll see.
It meant a lot to me. It was everything. It was everything. It's such a mood. It's a different mood, and I love music to get me into another feel, you know, or whatever. It gives me that feel of like I'm just relaxing. I'm just bopping. I'm just. It's like bringing you back into a time where you was even at.
Weird.
That's this album. It really brings you into the time. Like I said, it's definitely giving me like 65s, Beatles. I wasn't even in that time, but it just puts me back. I'm like, let me sit on back. Oh, it's creative. It's fun. It's pop. It's greatness. It's more than pop. It's music, and I think that's what this album represented. And he did it. He knew what he was doing.
Weird.
So, do you know anything about the album?
Outside of what's that one? It was one video that I remember, and the gays was living for that video.
Oh, Lights Up?
Yes. So I was like, oh, this is it. This is why the girls are into him. I remember that video. I never saw the video, but I remember that. You got me into Adore You, so I like that one. I only really know those three, and the third is Watermelon Sugar. And that's just because everybody talks about it. It's not really one of my favorites, but it's a cute song. But
his vocals was doing it. Like he really played with his vocals, and he really was doing things. He really showed you like, oh, I can sing. This was like, oh, I can sing. I can sing, honey.
I can sing.
And honey, he really did it. I was like, oh, up and down and low and over here.
Okay,
really reminded me of how Miguel do his voice, because Miguel can sing. Let's be clear. Miguel can sing. Okay.
Weird.
You taking your panties off before he touched the mic. That's what he's doing. Okay. So I love artists that do that with their voice when they're in. I'm sorry.
I said Short King.
Oh, girl. Fine ass. And I'm just like, I love artists that when they do music and stuff like that, like when they, you know, do things with their voices, when they do it right high right here and low right here and just mix it up. Like you don't even know if they're going to do it. Because, you know, when we listen to music, you know when a person is singing, you know, they're getting... So mostly whatever they do in the verse before they get to the chorus or whatever case may be, mostly going to be the same, you know? and or the bridge. They got the bridge or whatever the case may be, or the pre-chorus. What it's so many things.
Sometimes it's the
Pre-chorus.
pre-chorus, but it is also the bridge sometimes too.
Yeah. So it's those, and I love when they switch it up and they do different things. And he
Have
did that.
fun.
He shocked me with that. So I was greatly happy to see his availability about that. So of him doing that. So and he showed us what he had. Top tier, top tier. Baby, let me tell you something. Ever since this album, no one can say nothing about hairstyles.
Wig.
I don't want to hear.
Okay.
I don't want to talk no more.
All right, girl. All right, you ready, girl?
All right, let's wrap it up.
Wig. Well, I do have one last question though.
Yes.
Do you think that he deserves an album? A Grammy?
Yes.
Well, in the great
Yes.
and the amazing words of Iyanla Vanzant. No, Iyanla, you're never gonna get it. And that's it, girls.
He does. He gonna get it. He deserved it. He got it with me. I have given him a
Okay,
Grammy
girl.
for that album. That album was great. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him, and I'm so proud of the album and the body of work he put out. He put
Okay,
up
girl.
great body of work
Okay,
out.
girl, we
I
got
didn't
it.
thought I was gonna like this album. I love this album. I was like, this album is great. Oh, I just get into it.
I can see
Dun,
because I just threw a
dun,
joke
dun,
out
dun.
there. You wasn't ready, girl. But anyways, girl.
I wasn't ready for that. I was just in my living room. I was listening to it on my little home Google thing.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Oh, play Harry Styles." Actually, that's how I started listening because I was cleaning up, and I'm like, "Oh, play Harry Styles' latest album, Playing Fine Lines by Harry Styles," and then, I said, "Oh, okay, go down." I said, "Wait a minute, go down." Hey, you're so go. Oh, I was like, wait a minute. When you get that little jiggle on your shoulder, you're like, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Ow,
Wig.
ow, wait a minute. Let me put the broom down for a second. Wait up. Ow. I'll pick it up on the next track.
Wig.
Oh, it was so good. All right, that's all I got to conclude to the situation, you
I
guys.
see.
I'm about to get out of
You
here.
just had a
This
moment.
is this was an album. This was an album for me. I'm so sorry. Don't get it twisted. Rihanna's still queen. I know I'm giving him more than Rihanna, but don't get it twisted. Rihanna is always queen.
Wig.
I ain't
All right,
talking about anti. That would have been a long conversation.
Yeah, that I
Very
was
long.
gonna put that on my list, but I was like, let's do that later. But all right, you
Because
guys.
we know that was a 40-minute video. Okay.
All right, you guys. All right, you guys. I am O Lord.
Let's sign off.
I am O Lord.
And this is Todd Ho here.
And we're just some tired heifers.
We are.
Time constraints. We're tired. All right, you guys.
All right, you guys.
Bye.